When Konrad from Nerc Precision Engineering was having problems with his coolant, he turned to Lubriserv. So we're here to find out how those problems were solved and more. So Konrad, what made you switch coolants in the first place?
We were using a different supplier back where we were in Bristol area. And after the move, we started seeing some issues with coolant, and we just could not eradicate those issues. So we started looking at different supplier for different coolant. And we've spoken with John before regarding the swarf compactor and the air filtration. And for me, it was his confidence in the product, saying, look, we will give you a trial, 3 months on one machine. We can choose which one. We're going to provide the coolant, obviously, and run you through the trial. And I was like, look, we don't want to change one machine because that's a bit of a hassle for us. Can we change 4 of them? And he, without even blinking of an eye, was saying, like, yeah, let's do 4. Because obviously for them it's a lot of coolant to supply to us, but also it might be a bit harder to manage trial. Because, like, for me personally, there's nothing worse than changing coolants. If I'm supposed to change my coolant supplier, I have to be confident they're gonna provide the best product ever. And when John was talking me through this, through the coolant, I could like hear the confidence in his voice in the product. So I knew what he's providing is going to be good for us.
So what are some of the benefits you've seen since changing coolant?
The machines are much cleaner. We don't have any issues with bacteria buildups. It looks like it lasts longer in terms of the drag out from the machine is not as high. We have less issues with stains. We have no issues with stains, but pretty much it looks like it lubricates better because the parts are shinier as well. So as a complete product, it looks like it works better, and even more importantly, it's cheaper than the previous one. So we have like a win-win and then a win situation.
So obviously that's using the coolant, but what about keeping on top of it? Because what service do they give you to make sure you stay on top of your coolant and that it's always running right?
Yeah, it's pretty much 21st century, if no one has ever noticed. Lubriserv will give you an app, and you can scan your machine, check the measurements, put it on an app. So whether you're ISO accredited, AS 9100, or whether you just want to make sure you know what your machines are running at, you just have an app. There's no paper trail, there's no something. All an app, you can log from wherever you want, and you will see what was happening, in 3 months' time, 6 months' time, 12 months' time. So it's nice and simple for us to provide to, let's say, health and safety, or to our auditors, our quality auditors. So for us, it's one less hassle again on the shop floor.
So Richard, we've just heard about Konrad's experience using your coolant, but how do you pick the right coolant for the right customer?
Well, every customer's different, obviously, different materials, the water quality, the type of operation. So we have a coolant kind of tailored to most needs, I would say.
So once you pick the right coolant for the right customer, how do you keep on top of it to make sure it's always working to its optimal?
Okay, we have a team of service engineers covering the UK. So they come in once a month and they will do tests on concentration, pH, they'll do dip slides, etc. And then we follow that up with reports.
So how does your sales engineer put all them details into an app?
Okay, well he comes along and he scans the QR code on the machine. That opens the app where he fills in all the details, concentration, pH, tramp oil levels and bacteria dip slides. And the customer can either access the app, which is live, or he can log in via a dashboard. Okay, so once the service engineers put in the test results, you can see clearly all the machines listed with the concentration, the pH, bacteria and mold levels, which follow on 2 or 3 days later, the tramp oil levels. And if you want to go into more detail on any particular machine, you can select over the last 6 months, for example. So this shows the last 6 months history. So again, clearly you can see very easily the concentration, the pH and bacteria levels. It's got graphs there to see any trends that are occurring. So we can do that on the app, or we can log into the PC on a dashboard and get printed reports, etc.
Pretty much 7 out of 8 machines are now changed to Lubriserv. We have one that we're still waiting because we have a lot of coolant left over, so we don't want to lose that much money. But pretty much, yes, all the coolant in the machine will be from Lubriserv from now on. Because, like I said it before, as a business owner and machine shop manager, call me all you want, I want to have an easy life. And Lubriserv so far provides me the solutions to take all those small hassles away from me.